And into the second half we go with the Seawolves having possession of the ball. Rodriguez at the top, trying to go inside to Sales. Sales trying to move in, but got nearly blocked away. And was tipped by Austin Williams, but Sales let it go out of bounds, so it remains Seawolves' ball, 17 on the shot clock. Hartford, what they're trying to show that they can do is how they managed to build off of playing against experienced teams. TSM for three, takes a left bounce and it falls out, and Carter will pick up the rebound. And as I said with the experience for Hartford, their first 2 games of the season were against potential tournament teams in the Yukon Huskies and the Villanova Wildcats. Both are from the Big East. Now Hartford with the ball, Stoffel fires over to the right corner for Marks. Didn't have a chance to go for a 3, goes inside to Stoffel. And we have a whistle call. It looks like Sales was responsible for committing the foul.
So what ended up being the detriment to Hartford in the first half was that no one had a hot hand, and that lasted throughout the entirety of the half. Now, it's hard to develop a hot hand when all you're doing is holding, dribbling, and shooting. You need to pass the ball around a little bit.
Stoffel trying to take a layup against Sales, and it's good. Stoffel really working good with a little spin move against him to try and draw enough separation. That's a move that you always want to make against big bodies. 28-24 Stony Brook. Sales will get it to Rodriguez, top. Trying to move it inside, out to the left for Gee, almost lost it, picks it back up. He'll find Gree right wing, over to his right for Rodriguez, inside to Sales. We'll see how he does against Stoffel. He'll take a long-range jumper and responds well. But Sales and Stoffel getting some good 2 points off of each other in this first minute of action. Back to a 6-point lead for Stony Brook.
Sales only had 1 field goal in the first half. Good to see him get going.
Under Mark's right corner, almost had a 3 good from Carter, but he didn't have a chance to try it. Stoffel will keep it. Moving inside against Sales, trying to take another layup against him. Didn't get there yet. Ball tipped away by Sales, goes out of bounds. Before Stoffel had a chance to try another shot attempt against Jaden, Sales will just sail it away out of bounds. Carter will look for now an inbound. 18:30 left to go in the second half. Stony Brook leading 30-24. Stoffel getting the inbound against Sales again, trying to get a pin, trying to take a layup, and it rolls. And it looks like that's a really good matchup to start watching now in the second half between Jaden Sayers and Miroslav Stoffel. Both getting some good looks against each other early on in the second half. Once again, a 4-point lead. Sales to Green, right wing. He'll take a 3-pointer and falls off the rim. Sales picks up the rebound. Tries to take a layup, misses. Geek picks up the rebound, gets over to Green, tries to draw contact on a layup. No contact, but layup. Geek getting good rebounds right there. Now he has 10. Had a career-high 14 last Sunday against NJIT. That little back-and-forth shooting in the second half between the Seawolves and the Hawks. Tracy Carter, right wing, trying to move it inside. Goes out to Stoffel, has a mid-range jumper, got. Sales and Stoffel look good with their shooting most often. Gives them a good opportunity to improve. Back-and-forth shooting continues to be the theme here to start the first few minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and it's been all Stoffel on offense, which is something we didn't expect.
He has the ball, look for somebody inside. He'll try to go inside to Green, tries to take another layup, and it's another roll-in. Good assist from Mo Gee. We just love seeing that as Tyke Green is the first double-digit shooter of the game. Now has 10 points. Austin Williams has it left wing. Goes out to Mark's left wing. Almost saw about 3 fakes against Green. Tries to lay it up, and he does. And we have a foul called on the layup as well. And that looked like a very late call to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that foul call.
Nevertheless, Hunter Marks will go to the free throw line where he is 76%. Marks looked like such a sniper in his games against Stony Brook last season. Had some good 3-pointers nailed down. Free throws no good. So even with the Gee foul, Marks can't capitalize on that. It'll just remain to 2 points. 34-30 Stony Brook. Green now has a left wing, goes to his left for Rodriguez against Carter, moving inside, taking a floater, it's too short. Rodriguez tried to pick up his rebound, but Marks will steal it away. Really trying to mark it down. Carter with a chance to try and stop a little back and forth shooting. Carter, fadeaway jumper, and it falls out. Didn't have a chance to go in. Sales will pick up the easy rebound.
That seems to be the go-to shot for Carter. He dribbles, and then stops and fades away. He does that quite often, the long two.
Logie in the right wing. Trying to move against the double team, get the inside to Sales. Sales near the right lane against Marks. Trying to get the ball, draws the foul against Hunter Marks. Tried to get an assist, tried to throw it over to Rodriguez, but I'm sure he'll be content with that.
And Carter came over to draw the double, and if you're double teamed, you got to pass the ball. Jaden Sales just held it too long, and that's been the problem so far in the second half for Stony Brook. They need to be passing the ball a little bit more than they have.
Meanwhile, Stevenson Moore and Sales checks out. Policelli and Hobway check back in. 16-15 left to go in the second half. Stony Brook still up by 4. Green gets the inbound to Policelli. Now finds Rodriguez over the top of the perimeter. Has a left wing, Green. And the final rain, he'll take a 3 instead. Doesn't get there, but rebound picked up by Hobway. And he'll try to floater, blocked well. And it's stolen away, actually. Tried to be picked up, and it looks like Green's able to do it. Gets it over to Gee. Gee trying to move it inside, tried to pass it over, and a bad one picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell will work quickly with a fast break. Slows it down to Carter. Carter, nobody's open for a three-pointer, so he'll have to just slow it down. Good move by Stony Brook as Carter will move it inside. Tries to lay it up. No, he could not. He'll just pass it over to Austin Williams, right wing. Green guarding him. He'll try to move it inside. Trying to spin, move it. Tries to lay it up, and it goes. Stony Brook really close on the last possession to try and getting back that offensive rebound, but Hartford has cut it to 2. 15:26 left to go. Williams now up to 8 points as Rodriguez lays it up and in on the quick transition. Keeps little momentum on Stony Brook's side as Rodriguez hits up to 4 points now. Carter trying to move inside quickly, tries to lay it up, and before McGee had a chance to be credited for the block, Rodriguez is called for the foul. Can't tell whether or not that was in the act of shooting, but it may have been. But defense at the last second forced him to commit a turnover. UMBC with the ball. Brendan Horvath looking for somebody available. Go to Atkin. Atkin back to Horvath to the left wing for Idlerock. Idlerock guarded by Hobway. He'll go out to the right wing for Kennedy. Kennedy going inside for Atkin, getting double teamed. Have to go back out to Idlerock. 8 left to shoot. Hobway guarding him. He goes over to Bunya. He slipped, loses the ball, and they'll call traveling because of that. Jacob Bunayasis. He's slipped. Very unfortunate. And it's another UMBC turnover.
Yeah, no one's coming out to wipe up the floor. Usually when you watch NBA games, somebody slips. You have 15 people coming out on the court and wiping everything down.
Imagine from all the sweat that the players are starting to shake off. So McKenzie has the ball as he crosses the timeline. Trying to move it inside out to go out for Stevenson Moore. Stevenson Moore looking for somebody available inside the Sales left wing. He'll push it inside for a mid-range jumper, misses. Rebound being fought for and almost picked up by Hobway, but Idlerock will pick it up instead. He goes over to Horvath, left wing, guarded well by McKenzie. Pushing it inside against him. Had to go over out to the right wing for Kennedy. He'll take a deep 3, and good. Keandre Kennedy can shoot deep from well. He's just, well, actually, he doesn't shoot much, actually. He's just over 17%, which is very unusual how he makes a 3. UMBC retakes their 1-point lead. Sales with the ball at the right wing. He'll go over to Hobway, who'll take a 3. Can't respond. Idlerock picks up the rebound. Idlerock will take the ball on the other side now. Goes out to Atkin. Atkin over to Horvath. Too strong for him and picked up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to McKenzie, left wing. He'll take on the contested 3. Bang! Jordan McKenzie, he'll respond off of the 3-pointer made by Keandre Kennedy. And Stony Brook back up 15-13. An exchange of 3s. That's the last few shots that both teams have made. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Horvath to Kennedy. Kennedy just had the 3 for UMBC. He'll go out to the top for Atkin. Atkin over to Jacob, right wing. Going inside to Idlerock. Blocked away well by McKenzie and picked up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez will slow it down. Out to the right wing for Stevenson. Moore, he'll try a 3. Went too strong off the left rim, and the rebound's picked up by Idlerock. You can't get too careless. Both teams have been able to make 3 shots from deep today. That's why it's been pretty close. Keandre Kennedy trying to push it inside against Stevenson. Moore goes over to Atkin, guarded well by Sales. Layup is blocked, foul called against Sales. That's his first.
This is the time for Stony Brook to take advantage and sort of blow up any sort of a lead. Right now, UMBC's leading scorer, Darnell Rogers, is not on the floor. Right now, their leading scorer for the season, Brennan Horvath, has 0 points. So take advantage of that while UMBC is down and start to build up a lead.
Atkin on his first free throw, he hits it. Unusual since he is averaging over 48% from the charity stripe this season. And it's little substitutions. Omar Hobway and Stevenson Moore checks out, brings back in Mo Gee and Tyke Green. With Mo Gee on the court, that keeps a little momentum rolling as far as Stony Brook's concerned. Second free throw from Atkin. It's good. So it's rare for him to be able to make both free throws, probably as it is for Stony Brook with Jaden Sales. Ties the game up at 15, 9:25 left to go in the first half.
I love how many minutes Jordan McKenzie is getting. He's one of the veteran players on this team. When you play an experienced team like UMBC, you have to rely on your own veterans.
He's got good experience, and away from the ball, fouls called against Bunayasif. Real bit of a reach, and I think against Sales. Thought that Sales was about to try and get the ball from McKenzie. And that's the 13th foul on the Retrievers. Rodriguez will inbound the ball on the baseline right of the net. He'll go out to McKenzie left wing. Going inside to Gee against Horvath. Mo Gee. Thought about moving inside. He'll go out to the left for Green. Back over to Gee. Gee trying to look for inside. Going over the spin move. Lays it up and in. Good job by Mo Gee to be able to work past Brandon Horvath's defenses. And Stony Brook back up 17-15. Now Idle Rock with the ball. Shifts over to the top. Moving inside left elbow. Usually that's where he would think about taking a shot. But he won't. Goes over to Kennedy. Over to Atkin. Bad pass stolen away by Rodriguez. Stony Brook working well with defense as opposed to yesterday. Right wing McKenzie. He'll try another three. Goes too strong. Green tried to pick up the rebound, but too many Retrievers in front of him. And Idle Rock will get the ball. Move it up inside over to Atkin. Now over to Bunayasif. RJ Idle Rock has it in the left lane against McKenzie. Working against his offenses, contested layup, it's good. RJ Idle Rock looks strong, trying to stay strong off of that 23-point game that he had yesterday. His first points of the game.
Gino Ford has opted to put his starters in against the B squad of the Retrievers. So the starters need to start scoring.
Jaden Sales almost lost the ball. He did. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by him. This is the problem that he had yesterday. His ability to handle the ball is not 100% guaranteed. Somebody of his height and stature, he's got to understand that he needs to use that to his advantage. Be able to hold on to the ball well and understand that you will get double teamed. Horvath tried to go for an inbound to Rogers, but the ref said he had to try it again. Couldn't tell what that was all about. 8:04 left to go in the first half, all tied up at 17. Stony Brook still having a little problem with the shooting as they did yesterday. Had 28 in the first half, they're up to 17 so far with 8 minutes to go in half number 1. Bunayasif trying to take a contested layup against McKenzie, misses. He'll pick up the rebound from Sales. Over the left wing, Rodriguez, a quick three, bang! Rodriguez going deep for the second time today. He's up to 6 points. It's 20-17 Stony Brook. Rodriguez is not afraid to take those shots. Running a good assist from McKenzie. Veteran experience that he has allowed everybody else, every other young player on this team, to start shining well. Good teacher-student relationship. Idle Rock with the ball. Trying to push it inside. Has to go out to the right wing against Gee. Goes over to Atkin, top of the key. Out to the left wing for Rogers. Rodriguez guarding him. Trying to spin around. Goes up for a contested layup. High arcing. No good. Green picks up the rebound before it goes out of bounds. We approach the 7-minute mark as Seawolves will gain possession, looking to extend on their lead.
The biggest matchup that I think has affected this game has been Jaden Sales versus Brandon Horvath. Both have 0 points. Both we know can score in bunches.
But that's a big surprise. Jaden Sales with the ball. Mid-range jumper. Go too strong off the right rim. No good. Jacob with the ball. And he is fouled by Mo Gee. And that'll be his first of the contest. So by the timeout, UMass Lowell with possession as they lead 58-57. They're up by as much as 6, it would look like, at one point during the second half, but Stony Brook is able to stay in this game and fight. Now the inbound over to Daly as he sets up with 17 to shoot. Over to Noel, almost lost it, but gets the ball inside, and a whistle called before Noel had a chance to shoot. And it's a foul against the Seawolves.
And with that foul, that puts UMass Lowell in the bonus.
UMass Lowell, Obadiah Noel going to the free throw line. Last person Stony Brook would want to foul and bring him to. Stony Brook hard memories last time they played at Lundhold Gymnasium against New Hampshire. Noel on the first free throw. Crosses around, misses, and the rebound's being fought for and is picked up by Khalil Thomas.
And that is a surprising miss by Obadiah Noel from the free throw line. Hasn't been perfect before that miss.
So he has the ball now with 10 on the shot clock. 8 seconds left to go. Green against him. Noel trying to push it inside. Almost lost the ball. Has to take a floater. Blocked hard by Gee and picked up by Green. Now he'll go quickly in transition. Stony Brook now with a chance to retake the lead. McKenzie will set up at the right wing against Daly. McKenzie with the ball, moving over to the top. Rolling around it. Stony Brook with 6 blocks so far today, none for UMass Lowell. Rodriguez going inside to Policelli, 10 left to shoot. He'll try and push it in. He's inside the paint, trying to push it in, and he gets called for offensive foul. And Policelli is really confused with that call too.
Yeah, that was the right call because Policelli dropped his shoulder against his defender.
Policelli was trying to find his way in.
Yeah.
There's no other way, it would seem, unless he had a chance to spin move. Stony Brook unable to retain the lead. They're up to 18 turnovers now today. Noel crosses the timeline over to Alan Blunt. Now Khalil Thomas left wing, out to his right for Withers. To his right now for Daly. Daly with the ball, going out to the top for Allen. Allen to his left for Obadiah Noel. Going inside, ball was tipped and picked up by Green. Now it gets it over to McKenzie. McKenzie will get across the timeline and go slow. Out to left wing is Policelli. Trying to spin move around, he'll step up, go up for 3. Misses off the rim, but Green with the rebound. Inside the paint, losing the ball against 3 Riverhawks, but gets the putback and 1.
What an and 1 by Ty Green to put Stony Brook up by 1 and have a chance to put Stony Brook up by 2 if he knocks down the free throw. But once again, you've seen Stony Brook play really good on the defensive side of the basketball, getting turnovers and allowing them to get offensive rebounds and getting second chance points. Now just put Ty Green an and 1 and now has a chance to put Stony Brook up by 2.
And the free throw's good. And Stony Brook back with the lead. They're up 60-58 with 2:04 left to go. Here we go into crunch time as we're at the 2-minute mark. Obadiah Noel with possession, trying to cross the timeline against McKenzie. He will, and he'll call timeout. Stony Brook is really starting to get back the answer that they have been desperately looking for in the second half. Shooting was way off, but Green getting the big rebound off of Policelli's missed 3. Ball was loose inside the paint against 3 Riverhawks, but Green still able to fight off all of them and get the layup, forcing a foul on it, and able to connect on a rare free throw from him after he missed his first 2 today.
And Ty Green, he's really tough. Like, he's a really tough basketball player and muscles his way out of 3 UMass defenders to get an and 1 basket. And now Stony Brook is on a 9-0 run against UMass Lowell.
This is really the type of run that Stony Brook has been looking to try and get towards. What they need this much in order to keep their season alive and play against New Hampshire tomorrow.
And it's great that they're going on this run right now because this is crunch time and Stony Brook is coming alive right now in crunch time against UMass, as UMass has been scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 24 seconds of this game.
So now with Alan Blunt looking for an inbound, UMass Lowell with a chance to tie or take back the lead. Bryce Daly with the ball, looking to push inside in the left lane, loses the ball, but it was last touched by the Seawolves.
And this is a nice strip by Juan Felix Rodriguez.
It's a good relief for Stony Brook to stop UMass Lowell from tying the game momentarily. Having to force them to try and work up another strategy that they couldn't get inside just before. Trying to get the inbound over to Noel. He's in the paint, going on a flow there. He got it and he won.
And an and 1 by Obadiah Noel to have a chance to put UMass up by 1.
Wow. Obadiah Noel, he's so aggressive inside, attacking the interior, realizing that he had a mismatch, and Juan Felix Rodriguez, and puts it in, and now has an opportunity to put UMass up by 1 with 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go in the second half.
Rodriguez is not happy because he had his hands up the entire time, claimed that he didn't even lay a hand on him. Noel, 7 of 8 today. 7 of 9, misses the free throw. Can't give the Riverhawks the lead, so we're all knotted up at 60 with 1:43 to go. A critical miss that would have given a little momentum back to the Riverhawks. So Rodriguez with the ball. No points so far today in the second half, but now gets one as he gets the layup.
And that is just a nice basket by Juan Felix Rodriguez, going in between 2 defenders to put Stony Brook up by 2, and now scores his career high.
A new season high for Rodriguez at 22. Now Noel with the ball. Daly with the ball now at the top of the perimeter, trying to push inside against Ski. Has to move back out to his left for Noel. 9 left to shoot. Careful not to foul. Noel with the ball, gets the layup, knocked it, got blocked, and it goes out of bounds. A better defensive play by Stony Brook this time against Obadiah Noel. And Riverhawks will retain possession, but with 5 on the shot clock.
And it's a nice job by Stony Brook stepping up, realizing that Obata Noel is going to attack inside.
Quick inbound over to Noel. Almost lost the ball, has to push it inside. Double team, has to go Thomas right wing for 3. Too strong, and Policelli picks up the rebound. And had the ball stripped away from him. And Policelli's called for the foul. You gotta be kidding me. Policelli with the chance to give Stony Brook back and nearly have a chance to ice the game, but now it'll be free throw opportunities for Alan Blunt to try and tie the game.
Wow. Those is just, you see, you cannot turn over the ball with 1 minute left to go in this game. Noticing that you had the defensive rebound, having a chance to put Stony Brook up, but turnovers the ball, and now UMass has a chance at the free throw line to put UMass to tie up this ball game.
When Policelli had a good look, he was initially hit at first, and no foul was called on that. So Alan Blunt, who is 64% free throw shooter, his first one is good after it takes a couple of bounces.
UMass can't miss from here. This is cautious.
Blunt trying to improve his free throw percentage. Second one is up, and he mixes it as he once again takes a couple of bounces. We're all knotted up at 62. McKenzie will inbound it to Green. McKenzie with the ball. Looking across the timeline. Stony Brook can't afford any more miscommunication mishaps. 20 on the shot clock. He'll hand it off to Rodriguez. He's got only 2 points so far in the second half, coming off of the last possession for Stony Brook with the layup. Rodriguez trying to spin move it around it. Right lane. Goes up for the layup. Had it blocked. And it stays with UMass low, but they're going to take a look at this because they are well convinced that Rodriguez was the last to touch it. But I'm surprised that there was no foul called on that one either. Seen a lot more fouls called on Stony Brook when UMass low tried to take those shots.
And it looks like it touches his...
It's hard to tell who was last touched by. From our angle, may have been Rodriguez, could have been Calder Withers. But if Stony Brook keeps possession, there'll be 11 left on the shot clock.
No, it looks like actually it was last touched by UMass as he gets the last fingertip on the basketball.
That would make some sense. From our angle, it does look that way. And if the refs can't see it, then they're going to have to leave it as the call stands, which is Stony Brook ball. And Frankie Policelli couldn't have been a lot more angry with how he was called for that foul and how he lost possession of the ball. Because you have the lead with that much time left, you always have to keep your guard up. Just couldn't really keep his guard up for that long. Refs are still taking a look at this one. This is taking a very long time. And with 37.6 seconds left to go in regulation, you can imagine why this is this hard.
So Zach, if Stony Brook gets the ball back here, who do you give in this shot to?
We got 11 seconds left to go. You got to find somebody who can make it. I'd suggest that you go look at Policelli because he has been looking pretty good so far in the second half after he's playing off the bench and had some shots go airball today, especially with 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And they're still taking a look at this one.
And if you're UMass with 37.6 seconds to go left in the second half, and if they get the ball back, what do you think UMass have to do in order to score against Stony Brook?
Fine, get the ball to Obadiah and Noel, because being able to drive it inside the paint has been a strong suit. And the refs say that the call is going to be confirmed. It's Stony Brook ball. So let's see what Stony Brook does here with possession of the ball with a chance to get the go-ahead shot.
This is a key possession by Stony Brook.
Juan Felix Rodriguez was able to force the ball off a daily last. So with 11 on the shot clock and 37 seconds left to go in the second half, Stony Brook with the ball. Rodriguez will get the ball on the left baseline, right near the right lane. Looking for somebody available. It goes off to Guy. Back out to Rodriguez, right wing. He'll look to push it inside. Had the ball stripped away, and this time it's off of Rodriguez. Couldn't get a clean attempt, and it goes to UMass Lowell. And they're going to take another look at this one, too.